Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ultimatum League coming up. So we do not have the patch notes yet. This is a fair warning, okay? This is after the manifesto. This is only because of you guys, okay? There's a couple things here. I have a build that I pulled up from PoE Ninja. I'll give credit to the guy in a second, but also it's because of you guys that I did this. So flashbang, ready? The manifesto came out. I put out my video and I said they're nerfed, aura stacking nerfed. Yep. Skelly start looks pretty good with the Val Skelly buff, and then you guys were like, okay, so Val Skelly, Stone Golem, Val Skelly, Stone Golem, Stone Golem, Stone Golem, Golems, Stone Golem, Golem, Elementalist, Stone Golem. So what I did for you is I pulled up this after looking at a bunch of stuff, and this guy is pretty cool, so I'll start with giving him credit. Whoops. So this is the guy, Kyshkevich. So Kev. That's what I've gotten from this. And out of all of his characters last season in SSF Hardcore Ritual, holy shit, this guy's insane. 748 delve with a character? And then so I pulled up the character and I was like, what is this, dude? It was Stone Golems. This was before. This is already a thing. This is done in the game. 748. That's pretty good. In SSF Hardcore. That's really good. Okay. And then what is this? Yeah, that looks pretty. Yeah, that looks familiar, dude. It looks very similar. Wait, what's this? A Zabakwa? Divine Flesh? 85 Chaos? No way, dude. Really? He does it? Yes, he did. Yes, 1,000,000 DPS, 2,000 life regen, 8,500 life, 2,000 life regen. And then my favorite part is I disabled Vlas. And you look at the physical, and it's 54,000, which is pretty good, to be honest. It's pretty good. It's not unkillable. This is not godly. Godly is like 100 to 300, 400. 54 is base. Like, you want more than this. So I'd say it's squishy. For how crazy this build is, it's actually squishy. So you'd have to, like, but it maximum hit 43,000. Like, that's awesome. And you enable the flash. And so the main thing why I wanted to look at an SSF hardcore build for Stone Golems was to take out trade completely, to just see what someone could farm up, and to see what had been proven to be tanky, because this, well, how could he do this, right? I looked at all his characters, so it's this, and he actually did it with Stone Golems. And then this isn't the best perfect way to do it. This is what he was able to do, and I started to realize, like, there's probably a lot of SSF limitations, and what he has is disgusting. But some small things of, like, my minion side of it, it's like, oh, I noticed that the Stone Golems have 97% accuracy. So, like, if you do take the Grave Pact wheel, they get 100% accuracy, which is a massive difference. Because the 97 is also assuming, like, regular monster evasion, and that's not counting if a monster's actually evasive. So it's even worse. That's why in my aura stacker, the precision can be so good. This also has a vulnerability curse on hit on the glove, so technically if you AFK with this, it's not a thing. It's also a trigger wand, and the trigger wand triggers Flesh Offering, Void Sphere. This build is so cool. So this is actually a primordial chain, Stone Golem, Elementalist. And then his Stone Golem link, because this was SSF hardcore, so he had to play with what he got. He actually got Awakened Multi. What the fuck, dude? That's the best. Are you what? Like, this is some of the coolest shit when you go, like, I love that I found this and I look at his stuff and I wanted you guys asked, okay, there were so many people asking about stone golems and then I look and I go, oh my god, dude, there was actually a crazy SSF hardcore build. And like, we know how to get tons of deeps and to turn this into more damage, but it's cool to see someone's take on an SSF hardcore stone golem build at the end, just before the patch notes. Let's just, you know, share, yo, what if this is just a really good build in the next season? Hey, maybe this is it, but with some small adjustments. So one thing I had to do was I removed 2 spell block from this jewel and I added fire res because, I don't know, he was missing fire. It was only 66, but honestly, dude, overall, some of the things I noticed is, looking at the things, his physical was the worst, right, of the defenses. And so, because this is SSF hardcore, I'm telling you, this would be like one of the first things he'd have to improve the overall tankiness. You have to improve the physical. And then so I noticed one of the best ways in his build was just the mods of physical to chaos. You can notice it here. You have 85% as physical and 15% as chaos. It's like, it's so crazy because it's 15% less damage, but then it goes against an 85. You have 85 chaos, which then if you do more of physical as chaos, this is what I learned after my Zabakwa stuff too. We're all learning this. It's actually really cool to have a starting point. And this is damage without like frenzy charges, guys, because he doesn't have specters because he's primordial chain, and he doesn't give his shield to the minions. So he actually has a shield with 40 life, 99 life, 41 lightning, 3 max chaos. That's where he gets the extra max chaos. Max all, that's broken. All max resistance. It's Ellie and chaos. It's sick. It's so good. +2 minimum endurance charges. Wait, I just realized he has 4. Or 3. Wait. Dude, he has 4. Yeah, this guy has 4 minimum endurance charges. But yeah, this is against a 5,000 physical hit. So he does have 9,000 armor, but it basically counts it as 0. I can show you. 53 if you completely delete the armor. But that's really high flat physical damage reduction. And so it's kind of interesting that he could just up the physical damage reduction also. And then that helps. Because he already has it so high. I also realized that more armor in this spot, like 9 isn't very high, and that's with Flash on. So he actually only has 4,000, and he has increased armor on the skill tree, and he's next to more increased armor, and he could actually take like the Juggernaut next to the Juggernaut node, this 4% life and 8% armor. This is really good. I kind of liked this node for the 16% increased armor. I like using these 3 nodes usually, so there's a lot of adjustments I would make to this build. I also don't really like this whole like going 6 points into this middle area if you're not going to be doing this middle area. It doesn't really make sense to me. So like, what if you took out those 6 points, you put them 3 points here, you put the extra point here, extra point here, extra point here, and then on top of this, so he lost some life, gained some regen. You gain increased armor from the skill tree, 74 to 128, 5700. It changes it quite a lot. Then this also increases the armor that he gets from his flask, which I would probably, in this case, I would be recommending a basalt flask, because 15% physical damage reduction sounds fucking broken, and with 2,000 life regen, I don't think you need a divine life flask, so you could just run a utility. So this was my plan for this video, actually, was to, yeah, look at this build and then to basically change it and review it to my way and show off what is possible out of this for an SSF hardcore. Oh my god, dude. So then you have this thing where maybe you don't have all of them enabled. Look, 114 with just those two. What about these two, 234? What about just a basalt? 103. What about just roomies? 99. So either one. So now you start to have like more uptime of OP flash that keep you from dying because it's hardcore and that's what you want. And what he lost was a divine life flask, which probably it wasn't really gonna save him. The one that could save him, he could run the if he found it. Maybe he never found one. Taste of Hate. Is it Taste of Hate? No, it's Forbidden Taste. You can recover 100% of your max life on use, and you take chaos damage per second. And this is also phasing. So instead of a quartz flask, you could run Forbidden Taste. And make it 100% max life, and then the damage you take of chaos is barely anything because you have 85 chaos, which you can also go to 90. But maybe he never found this, and it's also a quartz flask, so it's 2 in 1, and it's that life flask, and then he still has the bleed immune. Yeah. And then the Quicksilver, I would probably change this to like being, he's already shock immune and stuff because he's an elementalist, so. What would he need? What's the last? I'm not sure. Either way, we helped a lot here because we increased the amount of armor he gets, changed the flask for the physical so that he'll have more answers to it. It's 60,000 without anything now. But on top of this, we could... There was something else I said with the armor, right? This path thing is a bit weird. And I don't like these 5 points for this life, but it feels like you'd go get this and this and maybe defend. No, this is terrible probably for this build because it has so much physical damage reduction. Yeah, but I'm still sad about the accuracy, but it is what it is. And he went through this way so he could get the extra stuff here. It makes sense. Yep. Could get no need for extra Spectre. No need for extra zombie. Makes sense. I get it. This build's fucking insane. 2124 regen, 8300, and then a big thing I would say is trying to probably get armor mods across on some gear, some extra armor. So like the big ones are the Astral Plate because it has 700. So if you could get an extra mod, so is that recover a prefix? Recover life on kill a prefix, and it was just unlucky. He probably wanted armor, which he could have crafted. There's an open craft on this, like if he had an open mod, and then the shield as well. If he could get armor, obviously this is ridiculous. But armor would really help in the build. Like it would be nice to have some flat armor. It would definitely help. The 532 base helmet with only a 43 armor mod. Is that a hybrid life armor? Like he could get increased armor. This is really good though. And he has armor across every single fucking item except for this is a hybrid. It's the 2-tone, so he gets the extra LE res, which isn't even, it is needed for the fire, but yeah. And then he went the vermilions for the extra life. And then I think I noticed, I was gonna say dexterity, but no, we're good on that now. Yeah. Build's insane though. And then like how would you adjust this for trade? You could get awakened gems, so your damage would go up a lot with awakened melee fizz. You would get intimidate, and just that gain like 60,000. You get the actual gem, and then you would probably be able to get alternate quality version of the Dread Banner, or get Awakened Generosity to finally get yourself to 100% Impale, because he was only at 97. I worry about this accuracy thing, so if I was in trade, I would probably trade life. Like if I was in softcore, I would trade some life for Grave Pact, because I want that, and I would change the Grave Pact Anoint to like, what's this? No, what's the other one? I need the other one. God damn it, what's it called? Does it show in here? while I drink some water and let it load. Building table. You can't select a minion or it shows minion stats. I forgot about that. Aspect of stone. 20% chance to avoid physical damage from hits. It's the best one to anoint. It costs 2 golden and a violet. So after picking the Grave Pact on the skill tree, I would do this, and then I would change the anoint on the Ami to aspect of stone. Let's go to the Ami, and then this is what I would put up as my, but also we'll have to see what they actually do with the changes, with the adjustments and balance. Where's the Ami? This one. Oh, it's corrupted. We'll be able to change this anoint in the future. There's 4 aspects. It's pretty cool. This one's tank. There you go. And then when you look at it, $68 Pog combined 305. So like any one of those flasks is gonna make a big diff. We lowered the life quite a bit. That part I'm not so sure. But then obviously you gained a lot. This was a change for softcore for doing more damage and to square up the accuracy. It makes an even bigger difference than POB shows. I'm sure of that. But yeah, then it's better against specifically physical, and we changed up the flasks for the physical as well. And then you do more damage, which this was like 10% more, and that's in POB, so it's quite a significant difference. And then we also gained 8,000, not counting the additional what I gained in the first place, the first change, while losing life. This is while losing life. Like, look, your maximum hit taken actually went up, and then we have avoidance. So it's pretty sick. I like this a lot. Would highly recommend. This is really cool to look at. It's great inspiration. Brings me back to the Zabakwa days of different options to deal with elemental damage, rather other than the than just using auras. Thank you, Kev, for this cool build. It's pretty cool, man. Nice work. I don't know if you wanted it highlighted, but I did it. Because everyone asked for stone golems, and while this stands out fucking by a mile. God damn. What a goddamn build. Oh, there's one more. Actually, there's a couple more things. Oh my god. There's actually... I forgot. There's more. This is Flesh Offering I mentioned, which makes sense because of the offerings. You don't have them affecting you because you're not Mistress of Sacrifice, because you're not a Necromancer, you're an Elementalist. So... This is good. Makes sense. Void Sphere. Hinder. Oh, shit. I didn't know about that. That's pretty cool. Automatically triggering, by the way. Deleting corpses. Wait a minute. Isn't this anti-synergy? I don't know. It's some weird shit there. The other thing, though, is he does Steel Skin. Now, if he increased the armor the ways I recommend, and then also with your flask. Which one is it? Rumi? And then also you could get a mod for increased armor. So instead of bleed, since you have so much regen and life and physical damage reduction, I actually don't even think you need the immune to bleed. And you could probably go with increased armor. So as I kind of want to do that instead, actually, because I don't think you need it in this build, especially in the direction I'm taking it of more armor. You could get this. So you go up to 17,000 armor. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not counting... Yeah, 305. It's pretty good. It's pretty good shit. So then, back to this. You could then maybe use Val Molten Shell, or Molten Shell, and maybe oh, it's only the damaging Val skills that got buffed, not the wouldn't be Val Molten Shell. So Molten Shell and casting damage taken, and then the Molten Shell, you could actually do like a level 1 casting damage taken with a level 10 Molten Shell, and that's pretty good. And then it has percent armor, and it gives you like up to a 10,000 shield. It's fucking crazy. Obviously you don't have that much armor to do it, but it's going to be better than most of the other ones, and it's on a low level. But then there's also Fortify, Shield Charge, which was specific, and I was like, oh, I don't normally do that because I hate Shield Charge so fucking much. But with the nerfs to this build is so cool, dude. It's so cool because it's so fucking okay. So they're nerfing Vigilant Strike thing with the Vigil and and General's Cry, and then we have, hey look, hey guys, look, Fortify Shield Charge. Forgot about that. I did. So then he does things like most people do Spiritual Command for the attack speed scaling you, but then he's a golem build and it's golem scaling, so the golem stuff doesn't scale you, so it makes sense, but it's not the best here. And then normally some people do faster attacks and all this other stuff. He just wanted Fortify, and he obviously figured that it's the best way, so that's why he has a scepter instead of a wand. He runs Shield Charge and he Fortify. Not sure what method I will do yet to get my Fortify, but every build needs Fortify, and how the fuck are we gonna do it? God damn it. But this is cool, shows me and reminds me again of this skill that gets stuck on walls. God damn it, dude. And the hitbox is so weird to hit monsters, and then like, why do you want to shield charge into a monster unless you are unkillable? Which maybe I'll change my view on it after SSF hardcore stuff. Anyways, he actually ran Flesh and Stone, and I put it in blood for damage. It's probably sand, but I memed. And there's this part blew my mind. So he actually has a lightning golem, and I didn't know about this part because I guess I don't know how to read, or I just didn't think of it because I was only looking at it in one lens before and not a different lens. So basically, you know how I said people go attack speed on the skill tree with the spiritual command to get the attack speed to scale you from the minions? Well, I found out Lightning Golem has attack speed that scales you. I thought it was only cast speed this whole time. This happens a lot. I don't know how, but I read it and I get some assumption, and then it's done and I don't go back to it. But anyways, yeah, it also gives attack speed, so that was pretty cool. So like for his shield charge, we can actually show it. Attack rate. That's a lot. Because he has none. He has fucking none. That's all of it. That's all of it right there, dude. That's quite a bit. So 3.6 of those a second when he has the, instead of 2. That's quite a big difference. It's like 50% more. So either way, I wanted to put this out here because everyone's asking. Seriously, it was like every comment was, dude, we get Val Skellies, but now golem, stone golem, stone golem, stone golem, stone golem, stone golem, stone golem. And I'm like, yeah, I'll show you. Here you go. Fuck it. Here you go, man. Holy shit, right? Doesn't this blow your mind? Honestly, I'd also, in softcore, I'd like Fearsome Force for that extra area for the minions, because you're playing stone golems and that extra area is pretty nice. And then how many harmonies is this too? It's quite a bit of harmonies for the cooldown. So it is a very heavy slam build, and it's kind of nice. And like I said, it doesn't have frenzy or power charges. So actually, if you could somehow get a curse like Assassin's Mark or Poacher's Mark to get frenzy or power charges in the build, or you go softcore and you just give your shield to your minions with frenzy and power charges, that's always fun. Yep, it's pretty sick. This was pretty fun to look at and to see what someone actually had done in the Ritual Hardcore SSF. This is while I'm just waiting for the patch notes. While you guys are just waiting, I figured this is exactly what you wanted me to look at. This is what you guys want to see. It's perfect, dude. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is so fun, dude. I don't know. It's so funny. Like, this is nuts. And there was actually some things he could do, and there's even, like, he could play more and grind more and upgrade this even further. And then there's cool shit that he pointed out with his build. And then there's improvements I made to make it even tankier for the specific shit, which he'd get even farther, honestly. It would feel so much better. This was like 50,000, now it's 68, and then 300,000. It's gross. Gross numbers. And he can full heal instead of only having 600 to 800 heal or whatever it was. If he found a forbidden taste, which when I play I found like hundreds, so I don't know, hopefully that isn't that hard to find. But like, look at that build, Zabakwa, dude. Maybe we go back to the Zabakwa meta, dude. Look at how good this looks. And Chaos Golem and the Stone Golem and this regen, what the fuck. Who needs vitality? Lol. Either way, I'll leave you guys the POB to his original and my change. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again with the patch notes where we see actual numbers of what they do to my goddamn carry-on golems and how they buff the Val summon skeletons. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!